J-Lo spoke to Oprah Winfrey on her 2020 Your Life in Focus tour. And can I just say, like, oh my God, seeing two iconic women. You know that Oprah Winfrey is iconic for many, many reasons. And you know that J-Lo is iconic. She has like 54 fucking jobs and maintains like a relationship with somebody and raises her two kids. She's incredible. Like whenever I do this and I get out of work early and I'm just like, man, do you think I'll be able to squeeze in 2 naps today? And I think about J-Lo and I'm like, I'm such a piece of shit, you know? But they were on stage together for this 2020 Vision, Your Life in Focus tour that I didn't know was happening, but now I do, right? And J-Lo goes into how she was disappointed that she wasn't nominated for any Oscars for her role in Hustlers, the movie that came out last summer. That came out in recent times. So she got really honest and real about it. And here's what she said. We have a little clip.
Oh, I was sad. I was a little sad because there was a lot of build-up to it.
Yes.
There was so many I got so many good notices, like
Yeah.
more than ever in my career. And there was a lot of like, she's gonna get nominated for an Oscar. It's gonna happen. If she doesn't, you're crazy. Like, you know, and I'm reading all the articles and I'm going, oh my God, could this happen? And then it didn't. And I was like, ouch.
She's right though. I read that everywhere. Just like Adam Sandler, like all that hype for Uncut Gems, which I thought was a movie about a bris, but I digress. Oopsies. I went to a bris once. We're gonna talk about that one day because it was horrifying. Okay, not only have I eaten my own skin flakes, but I've been to a bris. Trauma. Okay, and that's why I'm medicated. Trauma. Okay, so. You know I love an opportunity for a poll. So we gonna do it, baby. Do you think J-Lo got snubbed by the Oscars? Yes or no? You have to spell yes for it to count. Yes, spell no for it to count. Let's go. I also would like to say that when we move on from a segment, thine poll has been over, okay? So if you see that the live has passed that poll, baby, thank you for your opinion, but we're not gonna count it, but I see you. I love you, and I see you, but we're not gonna count it. Also, if you're watching this on the YouTube after the live, and you comment the yes or no, I love you, I see you, we're no longer live. And I appreciate you, I really appreciate you, but we're not gonna count it, okay? So, while you guys are voting, I wanna talk about a little bit, like, this really fucking sucks. It really sucks when people are hyping you up and the reviews are great. Like, you're like, oh, this could really be a game changer for me. Like, what doesn't suck is your support, right? Because obviously support is valuable. What sucks when people kind of get your hopes up and when people are so sure that you're gonna succeed at this one thing, and then it's such that feeling of being let down is really awful. Like Shaka Speda said, expectation is the root of all heartache. And the Academy was like, her dad. So J-Lo talks about her team in a later clip, and we have it.
My whole team, like I said, most of my team has been with me for years, 20, 25 years. And I think they had a lot of hopes on that.
Yeah.
Like they wanted it too.
Yeah.
And I felt like I let everybody down a little bit.
Okay, first of all, that breaks my heart a little bit because, you know, she's not only thinking about herself, but like how it affects her team around her. But I just want to let you know, Jennifer, nobody in your team is let down because they work for Jennifer Lopez. They're gonna be okay, all right? But J-Lo, like a true badass bitch, you know, in true badass bitchery formation, she goes on to say this, ready? No, wait. You realize you want people's validation. You want people to say you did a good job, and I realize, no, you don't need that. You do this because you love it. I don't need this award to tell me I'm enough. And this is like really important, right? And this is some of the best advice you could receive or like give someone. I'm listening, like when I listened to this interview and I heard that one quote, I was like, damn. Just the tip. You know? And it's like so important to know your worth And I think about this in the terms of like science, like with astrology, I'm gonna make this connect, just hold on. Like with astrology, when I started getting into it at a young age, it was more like, I don't wanna know who I am, just tell me. I don't wanna figure it out all on my lonesome, just tell me what I am. And I'm just gonna pick apart what I like. Like when you're young, you know what I mean? That's why we take BuzzFeed quizzes. Tell me what princess I am. Don't let me decide for myself, you know? And validation kind of works like that too. Like, oh, well, so-and-so said I'm great, and I won this great award, so therefore, E equals MC squared, I'm great, you know? But at the end of the day, like, you are who you are, and you shouldn't define yourself by something outside of whatever that isn't within you. Like, a label is exterior, or a title, like a job title, or whether or not, like, that relationship status, or if you win such and such award. Like, the way that I like to think about it is that if you take away all these outside factors, you should still be able to value who you are. For example, if you define yourself by your job and you lose said job, you know? Like, for example, if you are a singer and then suddenly, a la Julie Andrews, they fuck up the polyps in your throat and you can no longer sing, you shouldn't be like, who am I now? Or if you define yourself as like someone's girlfriend, someone's wife, and you end up parting ways, a lot of people experience like some kind of identity crisis, right? And after you break up from those identities or you break up from those exterior labels, a lot of people feel lost. And it's terrible to feel so lost and having to like, that's where like the word like reinventing yourself comes from, because you need to like grasp onto these titles, right? And if you feel like you need to define yourself and you're really trying to like value yourself, there are other things you can value. Tefi, what? I'm gonna tell you. Kindness. I am a kind person. No one can take that from you. Your humor. I'm a funny person. You make other people feel good. You know, like a lot of the time I do this show weekly, weekdays at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. But a lot of the times I'll be like showing someone a clip. Like, oh, did you see the clip today? Oh my God, I loved it so much. And it'll be a clip that I'm like really excited about or whatever. Like when the Titanic sunk and me and Harry Styles shared a door and he lived. And I'll be showing somebody a clip and I'll be like, oh my God, we have like 7 dislikes. Like, who the fuck would dislike that other than the 7 girls that hated me in high school? Losers. But listen, and I'm like, oh, so now all these like hundreds of like nice thumbs up and all these nice comments or like all these nice DMs. I get DM'd the nicest things in the entire world, but as soon as I get like 1 mean comment or 1 thumbs down, I'm like, oh, all those nice things are null and void. You know what I mean? So not only do we weigh ourselves heavily according to complice, you know, we can get all the complice, all the compliments in the world as humanly possible, you know? And then 1 mean thing, or in JLo's case, like 1 snub can affect our comfy immediately. And it's not okay, you know? Like, we have to look at ourselves and say, you know, or rather, not even look at ourselves, but imagine like you are your own best friend sitting across from yourself on the couch, and imagine that best friend that happens to look just like you and have a mole just like you is like, you know, I starred in this movie and it got a lot of accolades, but, you know, didn't win an Oscar, and I'm starting to think like it just wasn't that good, you know? And I would say like, did you like it? Did you enjoy your performance? Are you proud of your performance? Are you proud of your work? Then it is worthy. Just because somebody in the academy, you know, may not recognize that talent, you know? And if it was J-Lo sitting across from me on the couch, I'd be like, what did you think? They didn't give you one for Selena. They didn't give you one for Enough. This shit wasn't gonna work. Do you remember Enough? The American Gem, Enough? Like, that was a fucking masterpiece. Hello. The year was 2003. J-Lo and her daughter Gracie are in great jeopardy because of J-Lo's abusive husband. So she does all that she can do. She runs away. But he finds her. And he teaches Gracie the word tainted. Remember? Okay? So then she does all that she can do again, and she fights him. Okay? And it was fucking fantastic. She had to become the fucking Karate Kid. It was insane. So, J-Lo, wax on the comfy, wax off these negative ass hoes. That is my tip for you. Let's take a look at the poll. No, she didn't deserve the Oscar. Wow. Woo! Oh, you like that? That's my show. Weekdays, live, 12:30 p.m.